Hey everyone, time for another video. Today it's going to be a bit of a channel update. So, Legion has went absolutely fantastically. I'm super happy with how things have been. I've been having a lot of fun myself, and the channel's actually done really well. So first of all, I just want to start this update video off with saying thank you to everyone who has joined the channel since Legion. It's been pretty damn insane. But I think it's about time that we actually think about what's on the channel and how to make things better so there's more content that you want to watch, and yeah, just more better stuff. Overall, the TLDR for this video is basically Warcraft videos are continuing. I want to make them better. I want to start streaming World of Warcraft. In fact, I will start streaming World of Warcraft very soon. I want to do some videos on other games, and then finally, some hardware videos, and at some point in the future, I would really love to do a podcast. So first, a quick update on the game dev stuff, and I haven't actually mentioned this in ages, so for those of you who don't know about any of this, I co-run a game dev studio with a friend of mine. We are actually just starting off work on our second big game project. That is about 2 years off as far as actually stuff coming out, but I would like to do some stuff on the channel and let you know how the development is going as time goes on. There's also our first project coming out ideally in February, assuming a rock doesn't destroy the earth. Now, as you can imagine, running both of these has been a little bit of a clusterfuck, and what that's actually meant is that I'm working 9 to 5 in that, and then I come home, and from maybe 6 to 11, that's when I make YouTube videos, which means that whenever I make YouTube videos, I'm tired, I'm not as enthusiastic in my diction and stuff like that, so I think that's probably something that a few of you will have picked up on over the last few months as that's all got a little bit crazy. So I'm actually partially reorganizing my life and how I do things so that I'll be able to be doing the YouTube content at a time when I'm feeling a lot more, I don't know, sprightly. So hopefully that will come across in the content. And a part of that as well is reorganizing my life to allow for a stream schedule. And that's the first thing I'm going to talk about. People have been asking me to stream for years. I used to stream during the Warlords beta and I really enjoyed it, but overall my main focus was always on YouTube. I actually want to try that, to try to change that a little bit. So my goal with the streams is not to stream for 8 hours a day and it be a long thing. What I want to do is to do a few short streams a week, but really ensure that that stream is super high quality. So I want to be talking all the time. I want to be going in, almost approaching it like I'm hosting a show. You know, so really having constant topics, a lot of audience interaction. What I want to get away from is it just being, me sitting in a dungeon, speaking every 10 seconds, and it not being the most fun and engaging thing to watch. So ideally, we'll probably start off with rounding up the news, we'll do a bit of a chit-chat with the viewers, and then find some way to do just interesting, cool stuff in-game. It's a format that will evolve over time as I work out what's sort of right to do, but it's one that I'm really excited to get working on. Now that said, there is a slight downside. I'm away to Paris all of next week for Game Connection, which is kind of like an industry networking event. So the streams will probably not occur that week, but ideally they will just keep on rolling the weeks after that. So next we've got YouTube, and I'm actually really happy with how World of Warcraft has been going over the last while. We're kind of entering that post-Legion sort of launch area, and what that means is the content changes a little bit, so it's really that scenario where all the guides have been done, and it's moving on to other things. So I'll be doing patch coverage, I'll be doing game design discussions like the one about the legendary items that I did yesterday. Now, it's fair to say that a few videos that have popped up on the channel have been a little bit controversial over the last 2 or 3 weeks. Overall, I'm okay with that. There's nothing wrong with people disagreeing with me, and that's content that I've really enjoyed doing. And actually reading the comments on the legendary item video yesterday was really interesting. I was actually really kind of impressed. It's one of the few times I've went into a YouTube comment section and just seen so many long, detailed, thoughtful posts where people were actually putting a lot of effort into constructing, their argument against me, why they agreed with me or disagreed. It was very interesting and a very good read that helped me work out a few things myself. So I'm going to keep on doing stuff like that. And I suppose we will just see how World of Warcraft goes. One thing that really is great for all of us, I think, is that there does seem to be a pretty aggressive Legion patch cycle, but what that means is that there will pretty much always be something fresh to talk about with World of Warcraft, which has got me just really excited for improving the quality of those videos and working my formats, making them better, and all that good stuff. Now also with YouTube, I want to start doing content on other games. I play a lot of other games in World of Warcraft, love World of Warcraft of course, but there's other stuff out there, and it's something that I've actually kept away from on YouTube, and I think it's about a good time now to somewhat change that. So from time to time, I've done the odd other game, like I did my review of Doom. By the way, play Doom, it is brilliant, the new one. Play the old Doom as well, it's also brilliant, but I'd like to ratchet up that kind of content on the channel so that it's probably a weekly fixture. Now, in general, that stuff I'm going to try to, compile, because I'm only doing it once a week, I want to compile a sort of a variety of things into one video. So my next one that's coming up will be going through pretty much all the games that I'm looking forward to in the next, well, up till the end of December. I also want to do a video covering a lot of sort of hidden gems, just smaller games that I've really enjoyed over the last year that people might not have heard of. And I suppose while we are on the topic of variety game content, Overwatch is a really big one. I absolutely love Overwatch. It's one of my favorite games this year, and I want to start doing videos on it because it just reflects what I really enjoy doing. That game's great. I mean, really, like, a lot of my free gaming time has been spent in Overwatch, so I want to do some Overwatch content. The idea there is I'm going to start it off with kind of like, I want to get all of the tips and things that I think the new people to the game should know, or people who are kind of coming into it for their second wave after the launch. I just want to do a video of 10, 15, it doesn't have to be a, multiple of 5, but anyway, a video covering all the stuff that I really think people should know. And in a similar theme to with the general gaming content, instead of doing, 5 videos a week, which is, I think you should do this, I think you should do this, I think you should do this, I want to just do one video covering everything so that it's, nice, concise, and very useful to everyone who's watching. I'm also very big into technology. It's a pretty big passion of mine. You will have noticed in the first 6 months of this year, I did quite a lot of tech videos. I dropped an ill-advised amount of cash on a Panasonic GH4 and like a full setup, which is what I'm recording this on, and it's what I'll be using as a webcam with a capture card for my stream, so it'll be useful anyway. But yeah, I really enjoy doing gaming hardware. So what's that going to be? Well, initially, I'm going to be tailoring it to stuff that's useful to players of World of Warcraft. So I've got a few MMO mice that I want to review. The ROG Spatha, whatever, that's the next one that I want to do. I also really want to do a video that's basically the cheapest computer that can run World of Warcraft on mostly ultra settings, 1080p 60. I really want to do a computer build for that because that's actually a question that I get asked so much by people. So we'll see how all of that stuff goes, but I'd say the tech is maybe a fixture on the channel every 2 or 3 weeks. Definitely not the focus, more of a side sort of passion project. And also, every now and then, I get the request to do a podcast. Now, before I watched YouTube, I was listening to podcasts, stuff like Stuff You Should Know, The Instance, actually quite a lot of the Scott Johnson stuff. So yeah, I really like podcasts and I would love to get one made in the future. This is no announcement, but suffice to say, it's something that I would like to do. And I suppose that is it for this overall update video. I just wanted to give you an idea of what the content on the channel is going to be looking like. Overall, I want to do 5 days, either 4 or 5 days a week of really good quality videos on the YouTube channel, and then I want to be able to stream. I'm going to start off with 2 days a week so that it's something that I can ease into and get used to, instead of just going ham at the very start and burning myself out. So that's the general thing. I think if we tally up the sort of minutes of content, it's quite a lot more if I actually get this plan going right. Of course, it's all a gradual process, so I will be refining things as the weeks roll by. Any feedback on that stuff really is greatly appreciated. But that's it. So thank you for watching this, I think a bit long and sort of self-absorbed video, but we'll be getting right back to the content that you subscribed to tomorrow with a video covering what's coming in patch 7.1 and how to prepare for patch 7.1. Usually they'd be 2 videos, but I think it's a lot more sense and a lot less spammy to just do it in one and get that out there. But that's it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.